person and the story of the young 13-year-old boy.
Oh my God, that was one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had. We went to this sort of tent hospital that had been set up by this organization called BFAST, Belgian First Aid Safety Team. Right. And they were amazing. They got there within 24 hours. They're dispatched instantaneously when there's an international disaster. All these anesthesiologists and nurses had set up shop. And, you know, a lot of people were being comforted. They didn't have the equipment and supplies they needed to treat a lot of people with broken bones, etc. And I saw this 13-year-old boy, and I just went down to ask him his name. He was lying on a stretcher, and they told me he'd broken his leg and had a head injury. And I just went to kind of talk to him. And I said, "Where's your family? Where's your dad?" And he said, "Mort." I said, "Dead," in French. And he sort of spoke a combination of Creole and English. And then I said, "What about your mom?" And our driver, Sebastian, who's Haitian, was translating, and he said, "Dead." And then I bent, you know, I was talking to him, and suddenly he emitted this scream that was one of the most ear-piercing things I have ever heard, and it just filled the whole tent with anguish. And I blogged about this. I said it was as if the anguish of an entire country was emanating from his slight physique. It was, and he kept saying, "Oh, the horror, why God, why me?" And it was so heartbreaking, and he was grabbing me, Charlie, you know, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't being too intrusive, but he just needed someone to hold on to. He was in horrific pain. They were resetting his leg, and you know, as I was, and then he grabbed my neck to bring me closer, and it was just so heartbreaking to see this little boy. His name was Pierre Larousse, and I don't think I'll ever, I was very shaken up actually by the whole experience, as you can imagine, because I felt he was alone in the world and dealing with this and what was going to become of him. And I was so relieved because his grandmother showed up as we were leaving, and I thought, thank God, because seriously, I wanted to swoop him up and take him home with me and just take care of him. But I mean, I can't tell you how many Pierres there are in Haiti, but just this 13-year-old boy, he just was, oh my gosh. It was.
Let's take a look at that piece.
Pierre Larousse broke his leg and has a head injury. He reached out for my hand.
We'll help you. You ask him where his family is?
Where they stay.
His father died.
He's 13 years old.
What about his mother?
Hey, maman.
Died. No, leave him mal.
Breathe. Squeeze my hand.
What a horror, he cried. Why, God, why is this happening to me?
Do you hear that throughout as you walk around? Why me? Why us? Why now?
Not so much, you know. A lot of times it's just quiet, you know. I mean, people were sort of walking around the street. We were on a fairly busy street at the Citibank building. Are you talking about in the medical tents themselves?
No, I'm talking about everywhere. And as you walk around, as you make your way around, are Haitians saying, you know, we're so poor, we have nothing, and now we have to live with this, that, and the other question I have, which is akin to that but different, is are they crying out, where is help, where is help, where is help, where is help?
I think they are crying out that. I think there's not a lot of why us, I mean, that we've heard, or that I heard personally. I think they are saying, what's going on? You know, the UN, I read a quote from a woman who was, I guess, you know, in very bad shape outside her nursing home, who said, you know, the UN is worthless, our government is worthless. I mean, I think, you know, we're almost at the week-long point, and they're saying, what is going on? Why is it taking so long to get help?
So many people wanted to do so much and not being able to, not having the resources or the facilities to be able to help.
It's true, and hopefully that's going to change. But, you know, a lot of people that, I think the Partners in Health, Ophelia Dahl, told me something like 20,000 people who could have been saved, Charlie, are dying every day because they don't have the medical supplies they need.
Could have been saved if, in fact, resources arrived on time.
Yeah, if they had surgery, if they had, you know, things to help them with their wounds. But they don't.
When will all the attention leave, and what will happen to Haiti?
Well, you know, I talked to some experts about that today, and I hope that we'll continue to focus attention on Haiti because as often this as you know, with an international crisis of this magnitude, the world focuses its attention on it for a finite period of time and then moves on to something else. But everyone I've talked to says that this is going to take an extraordinary effort by the international community, working in tandem with the Haitian government, which, by the way, most of the major ministries were destroyed.
Right.
So who knows how many government officials were. Yes, the palace was destroyed, right. And the head of the UN effort in Haiti was killed. So, I mean, but working in tandem with the Haitian government to really try to not only rebuild, but almost restart this entire nation. And I asked, how long will that take? And they said to keep it on par with other countries in Central America, it'll probably take a decade. But that's with the concerted effort with the international communities, you know, the whole world involved. And hopefully, I mean, Haiti has such a tormented history, as you know, and tortured history, that hopefully maybe we can give the people of Haiti a chance as a result of this crisis and can help them in a way that they haven't been helped before.
When this kind of story breaks, it is traditional in American media for the anchors to go there to cover the story. Is that important? Is it necessary? Does it add to, you know, the impact of being able to tell the story?
Well, you know, I was a reporter for many years, and I like to go out on the scene and cover the story. I think it sends a message to viewers that this is a really big, important story, and we're throwing a lot of resources at it, not only our anchor, but a number of correspondents. So I think it probably adds to the understanding of how the gravity of the situation for our viewers. So, you know, I mean, hopefully I'm there because I'm a good journalist and good at my job, and they think that if I go there, I'll get an important aspect of the story.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you.